Pied Piper of Hamelin by Deborah Hautzig, illustrated by S.D. Schindler. Hamelin was a lovely town. It had pretty little houses and cobblestone streets, and it was next to a great, wide river. But Hamelin had a problem. Hamelin had rats. Everywhere you looked, there they were. They chased the dogs, they killed the cats, they even bit little babies in cradles. The rats made nests and shoes and boots and hats. When the poor, tired people went to bed, rats were waiting for them. They nibbled the people's toes so they could not sleep. The rats liked kitchens best of all. They ripped open sacks of food with their sharp little teeth. They ate the flour and sugar. They ate the corn and rice. They even jumped onto the table when families sat down to eat. The rats ate, and the people of Hamelin began to starve. At last, the people went to the town hall. "We want to see the mayor!" they shouted. The doorkeeper peeped out. "The mayor is busy," he told them. But the people would not leave. "We will not go away until we see him," they cried. Finally, the mayor came out. The mayor was a fat, proud man. He always wore jewels and robes of fur, but today he looked small and scared.
"My people, we are doing all we can about this problem,"
he said. "But nothing has worked," cried the people. "Think! Use your brains! Rid us of these rats, or we will get rid of you!" The mayor sat down with his council. He tried to think of what to do.
"We could put out poison,"
he said. "We tried that already," said his council. "The rats were too clever. They left the poison and ate our food."
"Can we lay traps?"
asked the mayor. The councilmen shook their heads. "No. There are too many rats. We could never lay enough traps." The mayor and his council talked all day and all night about Hamelin's terrible problem. At dawn there was a tap at the door. In came the strangest man. He was tall and thin. He had sharp blue eyes. He wore a long coat that was yellow, red, and blue, and around his neck he hung a pipe.
"Who are you?"
asked the mayor. The strange man said this: "People call me Pied Piper because of my colorful coat. I hear you have troubles. Well, your troubles are over."
"What do you mean?"
asked the mayor. "I have a secret charm," said the piper. "It will make any creature follow me. If you pay me 1,000 guillards, I will rid this town of rats, every single one." The mayor's mouth fell open.
"That's impossible!"
he cried. "I will show you," said the piper. "Will you pay me 1,000 guillards?"
"If you get rid of the rats," said the mayor, "I'll pay you 50,000.
"Done," said the piper with a smile. The piper went into the street. He lifted his pipe to his lips and began to play. After only 3 notes, rats came running into the street. Big rats, small rats, fat rats, thin rats, thousands of rats. They gathered around the piper and followed him. The piper walked through Hamelin playing his tune. People dropped their work and ran to watch him. "Look!" cried a little lame boy. "He is going to the river!" When the piper came to the river, he stopped, but the rats did not. They kept running, as if they were under a spell. They ran right into the river while the piper played, and when his tune was over, all the rats had drowned. The people of Hamelin went wild with joy. They rang the bells and sang and danced. No one sang louder than the mayor. In their joy, everyone forgot about the piper. Suddenly he appeared at the town hall. He held out his hand and said, "Now, please give me my 50,000 guillards." The mayor's smile disappeared.
50,000 guillards can buy me food and wine and jewels, the mayor thought. Why should I give so much money to this man? After all, the rats are dead. They cannot come back.
So the mayor told the piper,
I was only joking when I said 50,000 guillards, but I will be glad to pay you 50 guillards, all right.
At first the piper was silent. Then he said, "Mayor, keep your promise. If you do not, beware. You will find that I can pipe a different tune." Now the mayor was angry.
Are you trying to scare me?
He said.
Go on then, blow your silly pipe until you burst.
The piper smiled. He left the mayor alone in the town hall. The mayor gave a great sigh of relief.
Well, that's the end of that,
he said. That night the mayor was sleeping when strange music woke him up. He looked out his window. There in the streets was the piper playing a tune. A soft rustling noise began. The children came running from every direction. Even the mayor's daughter came. All the boys and girls of Hamelin gathered around the piper and followed him. The mayor and the people of Hamelin ran out of their houses. What in the world is happening? Then they understood. The piper was taking their children. "Stop!" they screamed. "Come back!" But the children did not listen. They just kept following the piper. He led them to the river, and then he turned west.
The piper is going to the mountain,
cried the mayor.
He will never be able to cross it. Our children are safe.
The piper came to the mountain. Then an amazing thing happened. A huge door opened on the mountainside, and into the mountain marched the piper. All the children marched in after him, all but one. The little lame boy was left behind. The doors in the mountain closed before he could get inside. The people of Hamelin wept and wept. "Bring back our children!" they cried to the mayor. The mayor sent messengers east, west, north, and south.
Tell the piper I will pay him anything he wants, said the mayor. Only beg him to bring back our children.
But it was no use. The piper and the children could not be found. They were gone forever, and the mayor had lost his own little girl to the piper. He was so sad he could not speak. At last he gave an order.
The name of the street where our children were led away will be Pied Piper Street. No music will ever be played on that street again.
Then the little lame boy came hobbling down the street. "Please, tell us what the piper said," the people asked the boy. "He said I would go to a wonderful land, full of flowers and fruit trees and flying horses. He said my lame foot would be healed once I got there." 2 tears rolled down the boy's face. "But I never did get there," he said, "and now the door is closed forever." Hamelin is a real town in Germany. Many years ago, 130 children from Hamelin disappeared. Where did the children go? Some think they were stolen by landowners who needed workers. Thank you for listening to Storytime with Gargi. Like and subscribe down below.